jacket is clearly indicating that I'm going to talk with you guys about the presidential debate round 2. हाउस ऑफ कार्ड जब देखा था मैंने तो मुझे लगा था कि अमेरिका की राजनीति जो है, अमेरिका में प्रेसिडेंट बनना कितना मुश्किल काम होगा और आदमी कितना शातिर और स्मार्ट होना चाहिए। मगर आज की प्रेसिडेंशियल बहस देखने के बाद जो है ना, स्पेड ऑफ कार्ड्स बिखर गए। इतना छिछोरापन, इतनी ओछे लेवल की बातें मैंने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं की थी।
Again, I've been in favor of getting rid of carried interest for years, starting when I was a senator from New York. But that's not the point here.
Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it?
Because I was a senator with a Republican president.
Oh, really?
I will be the
you
president.
You could have done
who
it
will
if
get
you
it
were an
done.
effective. If you were an effective
right.
senator, you could have done it. If you were an effective senator, you could have done it. But you were not an effective.
Please allow her to respond. She didn't interrupt you.
You know, under our Constitution, presidents have something called veto power.
Made on her case. But for you to say that there was nothing wrong with you deleting 39,000 emails, again, you should be ashamed of yourself. What you did, and this is after getting a subpoena from the United States Congress.
We have to move on. Secretary Clinton, you can respond, and then we got to move on.
We want to give the audience a chance
put
here.
In jail, let alone after getting a subpoena from the United States
Secretary
Congress.
Clinton, you can respond, then we have to move on to an audience question.
Look, it's just not true, and so please go
you didn't delete them?
Allow her to respond, please.
Personal emails, not official.
33,000?
Well, we turned over 35,000, so it was.
What about the other 15,000?
Please allow her to respond. She didn't talk while you talked.
Yes, that's true. I didn't.
Because
I didn't in the first debate, and I'm going to try not to in this debate because I'd like to get to the questions that the people have brought here tonight to talk to us about.
And get off this question.
Okay, Donald, I know you're into big diversion tonight, anything to avoid talking about your campaign and the way it's exploding and the way Republicans are leaving you. But let's at least focus on some of the issues that people care about tonight. Let's get to their question. It's awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
मुझे थोड़ी देर के ऐसा लगा कि मैं भारतीय संसद में बैठा हूँ। ये जो बहस चल रही थी, जो आरोप प्रत्यारोप चल रहे थे और एक दूसरे पे ऐसे आरोप लगा रहे थे ये दोनों कि मुझे लगा कि ये है जो अमेरिका के प्रेसिडेंट बनेंगे इनमें से कोई है। आज की बहस थी, उसको सुनने के बाद मुझे ऐसा लगा कि डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प का नाम जो है ना, ट्रम्प माइनस करके डोनाल्ड डक कर देना चाहिए, क्योंकि ही वाज डकिंग एवरी क्वेश्चन दैट वाज कमिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम।
Hillary Clinton wants to allow.
And why did it morph into that? Answer the question.
Do
you still believe?
I do. Me all the time. Why don't you interrupt her?
Would you please explain whether or not the Muslim ban still stands?
It's called extreme vetting.
हिलरी क्लिंटन का नाम जो है ना, चेंज करके हिलेरियस क्लिंटन कर देना चाहिए। सीरियस बात पे भी लगातार मुस्कुरा रही है।
And they don't want him. And Hillary Clinton, when she was Secretary of State, said, that's okay, we can't force it into their country. Let me tell you, I'm going to force them right back into their country. They're murderers and some very bad people. And I will tell you very strongly, when Bernie Sanders said she had bad judgment, she has really bad judgment.
हर बात पे रशिया, रशिया, रशिया.
The Kremlin, meaning Putin and the Russian government, are directing the attacks, the hacking on American accounts to influence our election. There are children suffering in this catastrophic war, largely, I believe, because of Russian aggression, Russian aggression, Russian aggression.
Trump हर बात पे हिलरी क्या कर रही थी 30 साल? हिलरी क्या कर रही थी 30 साल?
You know, I've heard Hillary complaining about so many different things over the years. Oh, we should have done this. But she's been there for 30 years. She's been doing this stuff. She never changed, and she never will change. Hey, if she had a problem, for 30 years she's been doing this, Anderson. I say it all the time. She talks about health care. Why didn't she do something about it? She talks about taxes. Why didn't she do something about it? She doesn't do anything about anything other than talk. With her, it's all talk and no action.
ये क्या दुनिया का सबसे ताकतवर देश है जिसका चुनाव होने जा रहा है, पूरी दुनिया की निगाह इस पे है, सबको जो है मतलब की असर करने वाला है, जिनकी पॉलिसीज जो है पूरे देश को जो है दुनिया को असर करती हैं। ऐसे में पहली बार मुझे अमेरिका का हिंदुस्तान का रंग होता नजर आया। एक बार फिर मैंने देखा कि अरे मुसलमान जो है हमारे यहाँ ही सिर्फ वोट नहीं है, वो अमेरिका के लिए भी बहुत बड़ा वोट बैंक है। डोनाल्ड ट्रंप एंटी मुस्लिम वे पे जो है चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। हिलरी क्लिंटन मुस्लिम तुष्टीकरण पे चुनाव लड़ रही हैं। चूंकि ट्रंप जो है मुसलमानों पे बैन लगाना चाहते हैं, हिलरी क्लिंटन जो है उनको सपोर्ट करना चाहती हैं, और सारा चुनाव का जो मामला है वहीं जाके टिक गया है।
Hi. There are 3.3 million Muslims in the United States, and I'm one of them. You've mentioned working with Muslim nations, but with Islamophobia on the rise, how will you help people like me deal with the consequences of being labeled as a threat to the country after the election is over?
Well, you're right about Islamophobia, and that's a shame. Whether we like it or not, and we can be very politically correct, but whether we like it or not, there is a problem. As an example, in San Bernardino, many people saw the bombs all over the apartment of the two people that killed 14 and wounded many, many people. Horribly wounded. They'll never be the same. Muslims have to report the problems when they see them. And, you know, there's always a reason for everything. If they don't do that, it's a very difficult situation for our country. Because you look at Orlando, and you look at San Bernardino, and you look at the World Trade Center, go outside, you look at Paris, look at that horrible, these are radical Islamic terrorists. And she won't even mention the word, and nor will President Obama. He won't use the term radical Islamic terrorism. Now, to solve a problem, you have to be able to state what the problem is, or at least say the name. She won't say the name, and President Obama won't say the name, but the name is there. It's radical Islamic terror.
Well, thank you for asking your question. And I've heard this question from a lot of Muslim Americans across our country. Because, unfortunately, there's been a lot of very divisive, dark things said about Muslims. And even someone like Captain Khan, the young man who sacrificed himself defending our country in the United States Army, has been subject to attack by Donald. I want to say just a couple of things. First, we've had Muslims in America since George Washington. And we've had many successful Muslims. We just lost a particularly well-known one with Muhammad Ali.
The Muslim ban is something that in some form has morphed into a extreme vetting from certain areas of the world.
They're washing their utensils, their clothes, their dirty linen in the public. और मैंने जिंदगी में कभी नहीं सोचा था कि ये जो पढ़े लिखे से अपने आप को बताने वाले, अपने आप को बुद्धिजीवी बताने वाले ये अमेरिकन्स हमारे बिहार के राजनेताओं से कम नहीं है। और आज की प्रेसिडेंशियल डिबेट देखने के बाद मैं आपको दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि हमारे अच्छे दिन भले ना आए हों, मगर अमेरिका के बुरे दिन आ रहे हैं। They will have to choose between the worst, and they're going to face the worst.
What we all saw and heard on Friday was Donald talking about women, what he thinks about women, what he does to women, and he has said that the video doesn't represent who he is, but I think it's clear to anyone who heard it that it represents exactly who he is, because we've seen this throughout the campaign. We have seen him insult women. We've seen him rate women on their appearance, ranking them from 1 to 10. We've seen him embarrass women on TV and on Twitter. We saw him after the first debate spend nearly a week denigrating a former Miss Universe in the harshest, most personal terms. So, yes, this is who Donald Trump is.
If you look at Bill Clinton, far worse, minor words, and his was action. His was what he's done to women. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women. So you can say any way you want to say it, but Bill Clinton was abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women and attacked them viciously. 4 of them are here tonight. One of the women, who is a wonderful woman, at 12 years old, was raped at 12. Her client, she represented, got him off, and she's seen laughing on 2 separate occasions, laughing at the girl who was raped. Kathy Shelton, that young woman, is here with us tonight. So don't tell me about words. I apologize for those words. But it is things that people say. But what President Clinton did, he was impeached. He lost his license to practice law. He had to pay an $850,000 fine to one of the women, Paula Jones, who's also here tonight. And I will tell you that when Hillary brings up a point like that, and she talks about words that I said 11 years ago, I think it's disgraceful, and I think she should be ashamed of herself, if you want to know the truth. She complains that Donald Trump took advantage of the tax code. Well, why didn't she change it? Why didn't you change it when you were a senator? The reason you didn't is that all your friends take the same advantage that I do. And I do. The reason you didn't is that all your friends take the same advantage that I do. And I do.
ट्रम्प को जो है चुनाव लड़ना ही था, तो अरे मोदी जी से थोड़ा सीख लेते भाई, सत्ताधारियों के खिलाफ कैसे चुनाव लड़ते हैं। ये तो मोदी जी ने किया था। मोदी जी अमेरिका भी गए थे, मोदी जी ने बताया था कि अच्छे दिन कैसे आते हैं। और प्रशांत किशोर जो है उनको हायर कर लेते। प्रशांत किशोर की तो कमाल है, मतलब वो तो बिन पेदी की लोटे, वो कहीं भी जा सकते हैं। उनके लिए देश में क्या, पार्टी क्या, कोई वैल्यू नहीं रखती। उन्हें पहले बीजेपी को जिताया, बाद में नीतीश कुमार को जिताया, इस बार ट्रम्प को जिता देते। ट्राई तो किया होता। इस डिबेट के बाद जब चैनलों में वहां पे बहस चल रही थी, तो उस बहस से एक ही चीज समझ में आई कि ट्रम्प पे औरतों को एतबार नहीं है, हिलरी पे मर्दों को एतबार नहीं है, और इन दोनों पे पूरे देश को एतबार नहीं है। और उनके पास कोई चॉइस नहीं बची है, उनको चुनना इन्हीं में से कोई एक है, कोई तीसरा कैंडिडेट नहीं है। इस मामले में हिंदुस्तान की डेमोक्रेसी का कम से कम ये तो फायदा है कि बुरे नहीं 10 बुरे होते हैं तो कम बुरा चुन लो। यहाँ तो 2 महाबुरे हैं, इनमें से किसी एक को चुनना है। हमारे पॉलिसी पे, हमारे पे शायद कोई असर ना पड़े, मगर हाँ, अमेरिका से आने वाले डॉलर्स पर असर पड़ेगा। बिजनेस की बाट लगने वाली है वहां पे। ट्रम्प तो खैर छिचोरे हैं, उनका औरतों के मामले में मामला गड़बड़ी है, उन पे औरतें वैसे ही एतबार नहीं करती, और न ही उनको ये एतबार है कि यदि ट्रम्प राष्ट्रपति बन गए तो वो देश को चला पाएंगे, वो अपना ऑफिस ही चला रहे होंगे। मगर इस लेवल पे, नीचे लेवल पे लोगों ने जो एक दूसरे पे आरोप लगाए और एक दूसरे के कपड़े फाड़े, भाई ये तो तय है कि ट्रम्प भैया आए या हिलरी भैया आए, अमेरिका की बाट लगने वाली है, अमेरिका का सत्यानाश होने वाला है। ठीक है, हम सिर्फ देख सकते हैं और हिंदुस्तानियों को वहां ये कह सकते हैं कि भाई थर्ड ऑप्शन यूज कर लेना। थर्ड ऑप्शन वोट में कि ना ये पसंद आया ना ये पसंद आया, भैया मेरे को कोई पसंद नहीं आया, उस पर ठप्पा लगा दो। कम से कम जो है इस बात का दुख तो नहीं होगा कि मैंने इनमें से किसी एक को चुना था।
In just 48 hours, it's become the single most talked about story of the entire 2016 election on Facebook, with millions and millions of people discussing it on the social network.
I don't know how to react and how to sum it up. मगर हाँ, मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि पुअर शो विथ हाई TRP